So when we're talking about money, there's really no shortage of different opinions or ideas around the subject. But today I want to touch on one sort of key distinction that I see that makes a very big difference in how we understand and frame money at large. And that idea, the distinction, is whether money is implicitly important or contextually important. And further down that, we have the question of, is money important as a concept, or is money important as a tool to wield and understand how to use? And whenever we frame it in this way, we can kind of get a more wholesome understanding of where we should place importance and how we should place importance on the concept of money, and where we need to be more guarded and tempered against it, right? So on the one hand, we have, is money important because of the context it holds in our life and as a tool to wield? And in this way, there is a level of importance behind money that we have to address and understand, right? It's the understanding of it being a vessel that we use to purchase, to provide, to experience things, to gain access to things, and overall raise the quality of life that we have. And in this, we have to be able to understand that there is some level of importance behind the means that allows us to do these things. And as a result, we have to be able to address and handle and wield such a means. In this case, in this society, the means would be money. On the other hand, we have the question of, is money important implicitly, just in the concept itself? And in this way, there really is no inherent importance to money, right? All this concept is, apart from it being a tool, is just a societally agreed upon idea that we use to trade and exchange goods and services, right? I give you something, you give me a return for that, or you give me something and I give you a return. There's this sort of economic exchange between two parties for goods or services, whatever it may be, that we use money as a tool within to facilitate. But at large, the general concept of money itself should have no real importance. And if we're not guarded and careful to temper our sort of inclinations against this, that's where we start to get into the concepts of idolizing money and elevating it to a status above what it should be in life. There's a saying that goes something along the lines of, money itself is not good or evil, it just accentuates the individual's sort of inclinations. And this is exactly the case that's seen whenever we look at the distinction between money being important implicitly or money being important as a tool. And it's really the elevation of money as sort of this implicitly valuable concept that really becomes the center point of most discussions around why money is problematic in itself. But what we have to understand is that the leveraging of a tool to the detriment of other people is not because the tool is good or evil. It's because the person who's wielding the tool is using it to the detriment of other people, and they're choosing to make decisions around that. And we have to ask what the problem, what the cause is that causes them to do that, that causes them to use a tool that can be used for the benefit of others to benefit themselves above everybody else. And what causes this is not the tool itself. What causes this is a mindset around the tool that, and the concept at large, that gives it this over elevation of importance in life and sort of in value and how they perceive themselves and validate themselves, and just the overall economy they have in their mind of what gives value, what brings validation, and things like that. So yes, money is important contextually, but as this implicit concept that has this innate inherent value behind it that deserves this sort of idolization, it's definitely not important. And in fact, that should be very tempered and hedged against, because it is that exact idolization that causes the wielding of a tool in a detrimental manner to other people. So, and just a quick distinction, a quick subject I wanted to put on your mind to give you something to think about. So hopefully that kind of gives you a different context maybe to how you think about money, how you work with money, right? Using it as a concept, as a tool to wield beneficially for other people, not as something that is implicitly elevated importance or implicitly valuable for any certain reason, aside of course from it being a tool to lift people up with. So yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.